Today for e-learning on Thursday, November 5th. Start with your warm-up. Your question today is, what is the difference between Boyle's Law and Charles' Law? Yesterday, in your outline, you should have realized and should have learned that Boyle's Law, the smaller the volume, the greater the pressure. Those particles are going to try and escape. Whereas for Charles' Law, the hotter the temperature, the greater the volume. Once again, those particles are going to be moving around faster when you increase the temperature. Therefore, their volume is going to increase. Speaking of Charles' Law, we're going to be modeling that today through a lab. Today, you are not going to be able to have these materials. You might have a balloon at home, but you probably do not have a hot plate. You probably do not have a flask. So I'm going to just go ahead and explain that to you here quickly. Basically, what I've done is I have a flask filled with water. I have a balloon attached to the top of the flask. We're going to be placing those on the hot plate and turning those on to high temperature, and hopefully you realize that liquid is going to transition into a vapor and it's going to go up into the balloon. Hopefully you realize what's going to happen to the volume of the balloon, which has to do with Charles' Law. Charles' Law again states that the hotter the temperature, the greater the volume. The volume of the balloon is going to increase. Whenever you remove the flask from the hot plate, it is going to then decrease once again because the gas is going to turn back into a liquid. Okay, that is going to model Charles' Law. You do not have to answer this question. You do not have to put any data and observations. However, I do want you to answer questions 1 through 8 here to receive your 50 points for your lab. Make sure you post this as your answer here because it is posted as a question on Google Classroom. So answer questions 1 through 8. Post it to Google Classroom in order to receive your 50 points. After you're done with that, take a look at these Boyle's Law and Charles' Law math equation problems. So you have P1 V1 over P2. Okay? It is going to tell you 3 of these 4 variables because V2 is here on the left. So it's going to tell you the volume for volume 2. It is going to tell you the volume for volume 1. It's going to tell you the pressure for pressure 1. If it does not tell you for pressure 2, then you have to solve for that one variable. To make it as simple as possible, I know that sounded a little confusing, make sure that you realize you're going to be given 3 of the 4 variables, and you're going to solve for the one variable that you are not given. So take a look at this example. It says a gas has a volume of 1 liter at a pressure of 750 kilopascals. If the pressure decreases to 250 kilopascals, which is kPa, what is the final volume of the gas? You are given volume 1, you are given pressure 1, you are given pressure 2. Plug and chug, as your math teachers probably say, and solve for the variable that you do not know. So volume 2 right here is what you do not know. So you're going to plug in for pressure 1, volume 1, and pressure 2. Complete the math, multiply those top, divide the bottom, and it's going to give you volume 2. Each of these is going to be giving you different variables. Again, you just need to plug in for the ones that you do, the one that you do not know or are not given. If you have questions on that, please email me because this is the first time that we are going to be completing and using this formula. But other than that, that is your assignment for today. 2-part assignment. Make sure, just as a reminder, you have your science notebook due tomorrow, vocab quiz tomorrow. You have 12 words this week, so your vocab quiz is worth 24 points. Have a fantastic Thursday.